Beach, check. Suntan lotion, check. Check. Nadex, check. Trade from anywhere, trade Nadex. Open an account at Nadex today. What's up, guys? I'm Jack Gleason from Major League Trading.
And I'm Elliot from Crypto World News.
And we're here to talk to you guys about a new segment we're going to be doing. So Crypto World News is a massive Twitch channel that, and you can go ahead and actually explain what you do because you're probably better at
Absolutely.
that than I am.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. So 6 months ago, we started Crypto World News in the vision of it being a one-stop shop for all things crypto. So any level trader, beginner, advanced level trader can come to the platform and find information that they need to be successful. And not only that, but educating people is also really important to increase the rate of mass adoption. So that's sort of the role that we play in the crypto sphere, and that's a little bit about Crypto World News. But we do have a live Twitch stream 24/7, and that's where a lot of people come and hang out and see our charts. And so that's what we're popular for.
So if I'm like a new member of Crypto World News or just looking to get into this space, what is the best way to go about using your website and the materials that you offer? How can I harness what you are doing?
Absolutely, great question. So we have live analysts and broadcasters who are there pretty much 24/7 to answer any questions you might have. But it's always important to do your own research. So first of all, you need to learn the basics and the background of cryptocurrency. And we have a free class in the Crypto World News Academy. Every Saturday at 8 p.m., we have a free class on our Discord. And we just go through all the fundamentals, what is a blockchain, who is Satoshi, what is a wallet, what types of exchanges are there, and how to manage risk. We don't actually get into trading that much, but we just talk about making sure everyone understands the background and the basics of how to be safe, secure, and profitable.
So is that a live class that you guys do every Saturday?
Absolutely. It's we normally have about 10 to 15 people per class. But it is live, and we call them Crypto Sherpas.
Crypto Sherpas.
Yeah,
so there's 10 to 15 people teaching, or 10 to 15
10 to 15 people in the class. We have 2 Sherpas in each class.
Okay, Sherpas. That's funny.
They're guiding you over the mountain.
Guiding you over the mountain. All right, cool. So how did you initially get into the cryptocurrency market, number one? And number two, what made you feel that, you could do a service by bringing Crypto World News to the market?
Absolutely. So it's kind of a funny story. I got into it about 6 months ago, was the actual inception date of Crypto World News. And there was an opportunity on an existing platform, and I saw to better it, to expand it. And so I took the opportunity that was ahead of me and basically created what you see today with Crypto World News. And I guess the follow-up to that, what was the secondary part of that question?
The follow-up to that is what made you want to bring it to the market? Like, how did you feel like you could help people with that? Like, did you feel like there was a void that was missing that you could deliver on? So
I think there's a huge void when it comes to trading. I think a lot of people, especially a lot of new traders like myself, are trading alone. And sometimes it's hard to trade alone, and it's lonely to trade alone. And it's really important to have a community, a family, and it's like a group of people. You just build this trust and this understanding with other people, especially if you're day trading. Like, if that's your job, if that's your life.
That's my life.
People don't know what you go through, Like, I know what you go through. I know it's tough. I know it's challenging. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, respect.
All you day traders out there.
Yeah,
we feel you.
It's hard. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. You gotta make a lot of sacrifices. Stay up late. Put in the hours.
Well, especially in the cryptocurrency markets where they're constantly moving
24/7.
And just also,
they don't close. If
you don't have other people that you can bounce ideas off of, if you don't have a community of traders, you're really not going to learn and progress at the rate that you should. You always need the law of 33%. Right?
Absolutely.
Have 33% of the people surrounding you better at whatever it is that you do that you can learn from. Have 33% of the people that you surround yourself at the same level, and then also have 33% of the people that you surround yourself with at a lower level. So you're always teaching from somebody, able to level with somebody at your skill set, and then learning from somebody else. And you're not going to get that alone. So with sites like Crypto World News and Major League Trading, For us, it fills the need, for me at least, for people who are looking to learn, because by teaching, and I'm sure you feel the same way, I actually become a better trader. Not only do I just have to go through the process in my own head, but I have to be able to explain exactly what it is I'm doing, so then others can replicate the strategy I'm using, and that validates the strategy. When I have traders come to me and learn what I'm doing and then come back to me like a few months later, and I just had a couple of students tell me they started trading Nadex,
right?
Took one of the courses I have and made a ton of money. These kids are about 21, 22 years old. They all bought themselves a trip to Costa Rica. A couple of kids, like,
That's
fresh
awesome.
out of college. And to me, that is probably the most rewarding thing. And that's how I feel like I filled the void, and why I created Major League Trading, because I was trading before really internet trading got big. I've been trading for, at this point, my first trade was placed 13 years ago, and that sounds crazy because I'm only 28 years old, but I bought my first stock when I was 15. The crypto world has completely blown up the interest in trading, because you did have so many people make so much money, because it was just one of, literally, historically speaking, one of the best returns from inception in actually, I think, in history, from bottom to top of Bitcoin.
It's a paradigm shift, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I want to touch back really quick on the law of 33%, like he was talking about. Absolutely correct. 33% of your time, people below you, maybe not on your level. 33% of the time, people on your level, and 33% of the time with people above your level. The most important part to take away from that is finding mentors 33% above your level. Make sure you're spending time with them, learning how they act, how they talk, how they speak. Just being around them is ultimately going to make you more successful as a trader, as a person, in general. But let's talk about MLT a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I'll give you guys a little bit of a background story. So everybody at Crypto World News who's never heard of Major League Trading, anyways, Major League Trading is, it's an educational company / website. We have a YouTube channel, Instagram you can check out. If you look up Major League Trading on Instagram, you can follow us there, or Major League Trading on YouTube if you want to check out some of my videos. But one of the things that got me into trading education is I had a bunch of friends who would constantly be asking me, like, hey man, I want to learn how to trade, because I totally beat everybody to the punch. I mean, I started trading, like I said, when I was 15 years old. So, first in college, it's, most of my friends, they were going to class and not really interested in it. But as I've gotten older and older, and they've seen me become more and more successful, more and more people are going to want to know what you're doing. And initially, and maybe you guys find yourself in a position where people are like, yeah, dude, that doesn't sound legit. Why are you wasting your time? Well, I was in a position like that when I was probably 18. People were questioning my career path and my decisions. And then as I got better and more successful, those same people who question my career path and my decisions start asking you, hey, by the way, what's a hot stock? Or, hey, I need some advice on my some trades. I want to make some money.
You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with that.
You do that one time, and now you're their broker for life.
I got my friends' grandpas calling me,
hey,
yeah, it's a free broker. And so I do try to walk the line. And honestly, unless somebody's using my services, I don't try to give them too many tips, because it's hard. If you call me one day, like, I'm a trader, my opinion is going to constantly be changing. And that's why, for me as an educator, it's more important for me to just show you what I know rather than just tell you one thing at a time. It's so crucial for my students to be able to replicate the strategies that I've had. But I'm getting off on a little bit of a tangent. So for that transition from people asking me what I'm doing to me showing them became Major League Trading. We're incorporated in 2014. So Major League Trading has been around for 4 years. My first student I ever taught, when I realized that, hey, maybe I can really teach other people how to trade. Not only do I know, but I can show other people. I had a friend named Josh, and Josh came to me as a freshman in college, found a trading competition online that he wanted to enter, but had no idea how to trade.
Right.
So he said, hey, I'm going to enter this competition. Do you think you can, teach him to trade? So I had Josh over every day at my house for like 3 months straight. Josh learned my strategy. Josh learned how to trade. Entered this competition. The winner of this competition got $150,000 in a prop firm account, and they were allowed to trade that money. So Josh was like, this is a sick competition.
It's a trading competition.
And he was super good at like Googling, so I don't even know how he found it. But anyway, Josh entered. There was like 300 other traders, and I guarantee almost every single one of them, probably on average, had been trading 4 years or more than he had, because he'd only been trading for 3 months.
Wow.
Anyway, This is in like 2011. Josh won the competition and got $150,000 in a prop firm account, and then continued to trade from there. So that is the first time I was almost like kind of jealous. I was like,
did you get your cut?
I was like, whoa, bro.
Where's my 50 grand? You know?
I taught you that, like, you got 150 G's.
Right.
Hook it up.
Right.
But
where's he at now, though? Where's Josh now?
Josh is still. I'm actually going to be seeing him next Saturday at a bachelor party. But he is living in Chicago, and everything he does, he still trades, and then he does a lot of. He's an entrepreneur type of guy, so he trades part time. He does Amazon sales, eBay sales, bunch of other stuff, but he's one of the kids that I've just known my whole life that's been an entrepreneur with me, and that's kind of what got him wanting to learn to trade at a young age, and he put the time in to do that. But that's when I knew that I was able to actually teach people.
Right.
It's one thing to trade and to be good at trading. It's a whole nother skill set to be able to show people what you're doing, and to be able for people to replicate, your strategy and your style, because it can't all just be intuition and feel like, some traders trade. You have to have a system that people can replicate, and that's what I've created with Major League Trading through our program, teaching on the Nadex platform, which is great. You can trade Bitcoin on Nadex. You can trade all of 10 different currency pairs, all of the indexes. And that's what I'm kind of interested in doing with Crypto World News, is actually showing these traders who are totally into the cryptocurrency markets that there's, once you learn how to trade, you can trade gold, you can trade Bitcoin, you can trade Bitcoin Cash, Zcash, whatever it is. That skill set you can replicate in any market. And the things you want to look for when you're looking for a product to trade is, number one, volatility, which cryptocurrency has led the way in volatility. That's why it's been such a great product for traders to move into, because you have super hard trends that run, 100%, 200% over the course of a few months. You're not going to get that in the stock market. But, there's ways to use leverage where you can, get those types of returns, but you also have to be very, very careful with that.
So let's talk about, we're talking about Major League Trading. We're talking about Crypto World News. I'm the one-stop shop, or that's the vision, one-stop shop for all things crypto, one-stop shop for all things stocks, trading, and everything like that. Sort of combining the two as well. And maybe let's talk about you coming on the show. I think we can go ahead and successing announce that.
Okay, all right.
Come on the show.
There's the
and
news,
show you guys. Yeah.
Bring in Major League Trading to I'm calling Major League Crypto to Crypto World News. Bring in Major League Trading to Crypto World News, and I'm gonna be, Elliot's invited me on the stream to show you guys some of the methods I use, and we could talk about everything from Bitcoin or whatever coins you guys are currently trading, and I'd also like to show you guys some of the other markets that I trade, because I think they'd be interesting to you. They're not open 7 days a week, which for some people is nice, because the weekend I can drink and not worry about my position.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. But so we're gonna figure out the times, but we're looking to make this at least like a Monday through Friday daily segment.
We'll make it happen.
And any questions you guys have, shoot them over to Elliot.
You can find me on Twitch, Discord. We even have a website now, cryptoworldnews.net. You can check that out.
So explain, because I didn't know what a Discord was, and I'm actually interested in learning more about it. So anybody who's never heard of Discord, explain how that works with Crypto World News.
Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know what Discord is, it's almost like a forum, but it's a little bit more interactive than that. So we have different sections. Let's say you're interested in the news. We have a news section where we have aggregated news from bots, and then people will post news, talk about news. We might also have a voice channel in there where people are having a conversation about certain topics. It's just a great way to archive information and data, and it allows you to meet people from around the world, just having that interaction with people literally on a server that's 24/7. So anytime you're awake, sometimes you don't know how long you're awake for, but it's kind of addicting. So anytime you're awake, you'll have friends that will be on, and you can go on and talk to them about what's going on in the market, or just build a relationship. And that's super important, because trading can be lonely.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this something that anybody can access for free, or do you have to be a member?
No, there's no paywall. So the link to the Discord, if you go on our Twitch, twitch.tv/Crypto World News, you can type in a command, !Discord, and it will give you the link to our Discord. It's completely free.
Cool.
And
so what do you type that in the chat box?
Yeah. So if you don't know what Twitch is, it's like YouTube but for gamers. And we just picked that platform because it's a little bit unsaturated, and we think we can make some moves happen. We've already seen a lot of moves happen in 6 months. I'll tell you that.
That's really cool.
So,
well, I'm excited to bring like a whole new vision. Not to talk myself up or anything, but I do.
Let's do it. Let's talk
I
up.
do feel like I understand technicals probably more than your average cryptocurrency trader, because most people have only seen one side of the market, which we saw like not a lot of people were able to see that downside coming. And that's no fault of their own. I mean, anybody who's been trading for a year, realistically, you just have not seen multiple corrections. I've seen stocks go up and down, parabolic moves. So I'm able to, probably teach you guys some things you've never seen before. Teach you guys some things you've never seen before. Show you some new methods you could use to make your trading more effective. And then I do free videos every week too, so you can check out my website, MajorLeagueTrading.com. There's a little box you can put your name and email in if you guys are interested in getting more content just related to other markets. But what we want to do is work together to expand your guys' knowledge and information base on markets, whether it's cryptocurrency, like what the latest markets that are trending are, like any big blockchain companies that could potentially solve the world, because they say, and I believe it, that the next Facebook, the next Google is going to come from that blockchain, and we're going to be making that transition over the next few years, where companies are actually created on the blockchain, no longer IPOing on the stock market. So that's really, as a trader and as an investor and as an entrepreneur, why I'm paying attention to this space, because if you don't, you will snooze and you will miss some of the biggest investment opportunities outside of trading in our lifetime that are going to be created.
Absolutely. So I think it's important as well to note that, yes, we're crypto world news, but there's more to investing than just crypto. And I think a lot of people, especially my generation, a lot of younger guys who maybe haven't been savvy into investing, are now getting into it because crypto is almost, it feels easy, and it feels like almost you can get quick money out of it. And for some reason, that's attracted a lot of young people. I mean, you know why it has.
Yeah,
but,
for some reason, people like
for
quick,
some reason,
easy
people
money.
like quick money. I don't know. But that's not the case, guys. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. But what you have learned is you've learned valuable skills. You've found an interest. You've learned about trading. Now you can take those skills and really hone them and apply them to any market. You can trade anything. People are trading for 6 months, very, very new, and they're very successful at it. And I think people just need to get out of that mindset of, I only trade crypto. You can trade stocks. You can trade beaver pelts. There's no limitation to it. So once you build the fundamentals and the foundation, the sky's the limit. So
well, I think the thing that makes trading so interesting is making money is a game, period. I don't care if you sell real estate or cars or trade. Making money is a game, and trading is the biggest game for making money. It is the ultimate game. I mean, I have friends, right? People who spend their free time, whether it's watching TV or doing a lot of like brainless activities. If you're watching TV 5 hours a day, you're not really going to be moving your life forward. How about learning to trade? Spending an hour a day just going over the markets, reviewing setups.
Right.
And the other thing is, you don't have to be a day trader. In fact, you can learn strategies that work on any time frame. Like the strategy I use works on every single time frame.
Like a swing trade.
Yeah, I mean, I could literally trade the same setup, the same strategy over the course of 5 months, or I could trade it over the course of 2 hours. It just depends on the time frame you're looking at, the dedication you want to give to trading, and the amount of capital that you have. I mean, if you have $1,000 and you're okay with making 20% a year, you can swing trade. If you want to be more aggressive, then you're probably going to want to do a higher frequency of trading events, because that can allow you to grow your account quicker. The more trades that you can take, the faster you can compound your gains, as long as you have a positive edge. It's very important that you have a positive edge. Most people get into trading and don't want to put the time in to discover a positive edge. So what we're going to bring to the table is showing people how to develop a positive edge through classes, through education. And the guys, just remember, that's crucial. Before you develop a positive edge, I definitely recommend people stay on a demo account.
Right.
I think that's understated. Like you said, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Yes, you can get rich. Are you going to be doing it quickly? No, that's probably the wrong mindset. You want to be coming into this with an open mind, willingness to learn, and just steer clear of getting too aggressive at the beginning, because you don't want to burn yourself out, number one, of your capital, and number two, your mentality as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about people getting burnt out really early in crypto trading because they're so aggressive. They're so new. They don't care about learning or anything. Someone gave them a call. We can talk about pump a dump groups a little bit. These get rich quick schemes, they're not going to be around for long, guys. If you want to be a successful trader, you want to be successful in this market, there's a lot of things that you have to learn, and risk management is definitely one of them. Realizing what's a good trade. Okay, this is a failing trade. It's time to pull out. I've already exhausted as much resources as I can in this position, and moving on and learning from those lessons. And a lot of people new into crypto will just, and this is just from my experience, I don't know if that happens in your world as well, but they'll get into crypto and they'll buy because someone told them to buy, and they want to day trade, but they've lost money, so they're just going to hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it. And we don't know what's going to happen to those coins this year. Those coins could very well go to zero. Yeah, and I just hope that everyone is prepared for what's coming in the next coming months. So
yeah, well, I think the good thing about trading is like the hodl thing was real big, and it worked like once. Right. It worked like once. I do think the hodl phase, at least the rapid rate of return, is now over. That doesn't mean over the long period of time hodling's not going to work out for specific coins, but the mania phase of cryptocurrency is over. And I do think that going forward, trading will be a more effective strategy to generate returns than hodling, because hodling over a long period of time, you need a mania phase, and it's very hard to have two manias, you know. Right. So, you know, we've seen Bitcoin go back between 6 and 10 and 6 and 10 for how many months now? You know, you're making from 6 to 10. I mean, that's a 40% drop if you're holding that, versus if you're buying at 6 and selling at 10, you know, you're making a significant return on your capital.
Yeah, I think what's super important as well, and what a lot of people don't realize is it's not only about ROE, ROI, it's also about what can you get for free. You know what I mean? If I spend, you know, $100, and then a month later I have $200, I'm going to pull out my $100 initial investment. Now I have a free asset. Now you might as well add that to your war chest and let that ride, you know? And I think really that's what it's about. That's how you can find the financial literacy that you need to become free and do whatever you want in life. So figuring out how to make your money work for you instead of working for money. And that's super important. So building up those asset classes. We're talking about stocks, we're talking about crypto, real estate. It could be anything, but just being aware that, okay, I made $10,000, so now I'm going to go $30,000 into debt to buy this car. That just doesn't make sense. It's not a good financial plan or a strategy if you want to be a successful person. So just being aware of these little things is super important, and that's sort of what the goal is here with Crypto World News, with MLT. We just want to, you know, inform people and wake people up a little bit, and stop them from, not really stop them, but educate them so that they don't have to be they don't have to work a 9-to-5 job, and they can go home and see their families and pursue their lifelong dream and careers. Yeah. So.
And it definitely, to me, it matters that we have listeners who are willing to trust us with your time. And so in return, we are going to provide the most amount of value we possibly can, educating you on every matter of life and finances. You know, I'm not going to tell you how to handle the relationship with your girlfriend, but you know, if it comes down to it, like, you know, we will be able to help you, or, you know, answer any questions you guys have related to trading, finance, investing over the long term or the short term, because we want to help everybody succeed. And that's how our channel is going to grow, is by helping you guys. And with you guys, without delivering great content, which is what our promise is to you guys, we won't grow. So keep watching, keep learning, and make sure to check out Twitch, check out Crypto World News on Twitch, check out Major League Trading on YouTube. And I'll be catching you guys, and Elliot will be catching you guys in the next video when we start streaming and getting this going. So thanks for watching, guys.
Take it easy.
Trading shouldn't keep you up at night. Cap your risk with Nadex and leave the sleepless nights to other traders. Nadex. Risk is capped. Open an account at Nadex today.